Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 19th, 2024. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries to see what's going on. So Aries, what we have is optimism here, and we have status quo. So it's important to understand that you got to take everything that you get from the crowd, from society, from whatever it is, that's whoever's around you, whatever's around you. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with with an optimistic flair, if you will. There's something about uh, the crowd, either you or the crowd, being slow to understand other people's perspectives, being slow to getting it, but at the same time, being they're open to understanding your point of view, and in the same token, being able to understand theirs. There's something about it being slow, but the thing about this is that although it's slow, the beautiful part about it is that it sticks. Once they get it, once everyone understands where others are coming from, it sticks. It's there. So we have judgment here and hanged man over the whole reading. And this speaks about a perspective, understanding, like turning it over a few times in our minds to be, okay, I see where Aries is coming from. I do understand their point of view. But this is about repetitively maybe having to, you may feel like you have told these people or told someone many times what you think and how you feel about something, and they still kind of like are stubborn, very stubborn about understanding you. I keep seeing a turtle. So it's almost like they're very slow and they retreat back to what they believe to be true in times of like crisis, or they're afraid, or they're overthinking things. It's like whenever they let their minds wander, they go right back to the way they used to be. Or whoever this person is, it could be any kind of relationship here, but there's a lot of people involved. A lot. I mean, I'm seeing at least three, at the very least three. So this could be you, a significant other, or you and your parents, or you and like siblings or friends or other relatives, co-workers even. I'm seeing that. We have optimism here with Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, Strength, and Hierophant. They're asking you to be very optimistic and not necessarily to ignore other people, but stick to what you know to be true. Stick to what you like. Not to say that you should not consider other people's perspectives. Consider it, but um, don't overthink anything that they're saying to you. It's like, okay, well, I hear you and I get what you're saying, and if it's logical to you, of course, it's like, yeah, okay, but hear me though, because I'm seeing that you need to be understood and that you're not being understood, or that you weren't in the past, but now they're open to it. But when I say slow, when I say you might to some degree lose your temper, because it seems like King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles with status quo would tell me that they're relentless. They're going to keep coming with the same thing no matter what, and they're going to work really, really, really hard to get you to see what they're talking about. But Spirit is saying that you have to stick to your guns on something. Be optimistic about it too. Like, hey, I get it, but hey, instead of combating fire with fire, or um, approaching them in the same manner that they're approaching you, come with a more logical approach, very peaceful. And it's like, I hear it, but here's the deal. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Sing song the voice, sing song it out if you must. Because sometimes I have to do that so I don't lose my cool. I'm like, okay, well, and I do have heavy Aries in my chart. So it's so funny. And when I speak, I've been in the past, especially as a youth, that I was, what is the word? I was always misinterpreted or misunderstood as being defensive or being argumentative, because when if I feel strongly about something, and that like my beliefs are being challenged, and I know this is to be true for me, I'm I'm not going to talk really softly, and I'm not yelling at you, but I'm talking like, listen, this is what I said and this is what I thought. And they're like, okay, back off. But and you may be taken that way for these people to come at you relentlessly, in a sense, with the King of Wands. Like, no, this would be a very passionate but relentless speaker, someone who just won't get let up on what they believe, and what's right for them is right for everybody, and they're not really open to hearing others' opinions at the moment, because it took them a long time to get to where they are. And so it takes them a long time to leave that destination and go to another. It has to make sense in their spirit. Even if it doesn't make logical sense, this still, for them, they make a spiritual attachment to something instead of a logical one. And you're making logical attachments in this energy. Your spirit is also tied, but everything must click for you, and it takes them a long time to get to that space. So spirit's asking you, in a sense, to stand on your square. Behind a mask is the Eight of Swords and the Empress. Underneath it all, it seems as though you're willing to navigate something, um, another perspective as well. I don't know why they're talking about this, but they're bringing up perspectives here. That some people, it's very difficult for them to change horses midstream. And spirit says, in this energy, it's like you're going with the flow. You're open to other possibilities. You're even open to something quite new that maybe it's not making sense to you just yet. You're open to seeing how it does fit for you. And so behind a mask, though, would tell me that, um, underneath it all, you are sticking to your guns. Underneath it all, like, but also too, their influence, because of how strongly people are coming on to you about what they think to be true, you may be reconsidering your stance. Spirit doesn't want you to reconsider your stance, but to take in others' opinion. Like, I get that that's how you feel. Yes, that's great. That's how you're experiencing something. So I do understand. However, the truth versus your experience is two different things. And you're meant to be sticking to the truth, is what spirit wants you to do. Consciousness of lack is like, you can't lie to yourself. You can't abandon yourself. That's it. It's like, you may know this inside. Like, I can't just like walk away from what I know to be true. And I also don't want, I'm not playing games with you here. This is what it is. I'm not trying to take advantage of you because I see that you don't understand something. It seems like maybe you're dealing with people who have limited intelligence, in a sense. Not to say that they're, yeah, I don't even want to say, like, they're not, their IQ isn't super low. It's that their ability to comprehend or to be open to going with the flow is very difficult. And so they're saying that what you know to be true about yourself is that you can't lie to yourself, with the Seven of Swords here, and the Eight of Cups is, I can't abandon what I know to be true for myself. I'm not going to adopt some kind of principle or truth that does not resonate with me. I'm just not, I can't. So that's very good. It shows that you're very strong in who you are and what you know. But there are people that are going to try to challenge that. And Spirit wants you to know that you have to stand on what you believe, because you're going to, I mean, I'm talking about, this is like a very influential energy coming from other people, um, even a little bit pushy. Um, they're challenging. This is very challenging. And they want you to stick to what you know to be true, because they don't really know something. There's something about them not being able to go with the flow. They will stick to whatever it is they're doing, even if the policy changed. You're still doing the old thing, even if it doesn't even work and it doesn't make sense. And Spirit saying it's going to take them a while. So patience is a virtue, right? You could be dealing with a Pisces. We have Leo, Taurus, Libra. Those are the main signs here. We also, every sign is here except for Cancer and Scorpio. So you also have another Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini. So you could be dealing primarily with a Cancer or Scorpio, or you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, or an Aries, Taurus cusp, dealing with a Cancer, Leo cusp, Leo, Virgo cusp, Virgo, Libra cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aquarius, Pisces, right? If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.